Bree more. Bree more production.
Hey, Lord. Hey, Lord. Hey, Lord.
Bree
Hey,
more.
Lord. Hey, Lord.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Bree Productions YouTube channel. We are live in the Bree Productions studio, and we have a special guest.
I'm special.
Absolutely.
I ain't even know.
AssHole and Gold.
Yes, y'all. Yeah.
So my first question is this: like, your name, why AssHole and Gold?
Perspective of the speaker. You know, I try to be as upfront as I can in most situations. It's the easiest way to get something done for me. But
Right.
a lot of times, I guess that could come out rude or disrespectful to some people who don't know how to keep conversation. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't no asshole. I'm really like a real smooth dude, man. Like I be chilling.
So you're not an asshole, but your name is AssHole and Gold.
Asshole and go.
Is it just like a forewarning, like before you even try to be on that bullshit?
Oh yeah, it's a
I
precursor.
can meet you there.
It's a precursor.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Why
But,
gold? Do you prefer gold over silver?
Most definitely. But outside of me just liking gold, is related to righteousness.
It is.
Yeah. So that's why I use it to be a consistent reminder to do right. Yeah.
I love gold too. I think gold really complements the black skin.
Oh, it do.
It make us look
It do.
so. Silver is like blah, but once a black person put on some gold, it's just everything.
My boy, I don't know if you know who Classic Threads is out here in Dallas. Like he like a stylist out here, but he got these two Gucci suits, like short sets. And he was like, man, I got this silver one. It was really like an out grayish color one. And he got a black one. So I'm like, man, nah, man, we gotta put that black on because that's gonna complement that gold.
Yeah,
you know
it
what I'm saying?
really.
Like, yeah, man. Yeah, shit.
So where are you from? Because it seemed like you back and forth from Houston to Dallas.
Yeah, well, between Houston, Dallas, and Atlanta, I kind of mostly traveled to those three places. But I'm from Houston. I've been here in Dallas for going on about 3 years now. Yeah, but I love it here though. It's real dope out here. Y'all culture, y'all music culture is different than Houston music culture.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what? For the first time ever, I was able to experience Dallas culture in a different way. Dallas have this event that's called Dallas Indie Versus, and it's like the independent artists go battle to battle. And I was a judge the other night. It was so freaking dope.
What they had at that?
It was at 1011 Grill, and it's like around the corner. It's like have you ever been to the Lofty Spaces? No. Well, it's off of Corinth, and it's the bridge that connects South Dallas to Oak Cliff. It's like right there in that area. Lamar Street, South Lamar.
I know the names. I just wouldn't know how to place them. You know what I'm saying? I've been living here like I say, going on 3 years, and I still GPS to the corner store.
Oh.
Like yo.
I think Dallas is like an easy. I don't know, but I was born and raised, so I don't know.
Y'all freeways is ridiculous out here, man.
It is.
Y'all got like 8 exits in one spot. Like, how do you do that? That's ridiculous.
It is. It really is. When I was traveling, like I like to say Philly is my second home. They literally have like 2-lane highways, and we have like roller coasters.
Do it be crazy traffic out there?
Absolutely.
Okay. I
Yeah.
know it is. Only 2-lane highways.
So did you answer? Where you from?
Houston.
You from Houston? Okay.
I'm from Houston, but been here and that's where I moved from. I'm born and raised Houston, Texas. I really had never even been out of Texas until like my music really got to popping like about 2 years ago. You know, I mean, I had been out. I went to Louisiana, and that's where most black people done went when they done left Texas.
Yeah.
So I went to Louisiana in my younger days, but it wasn't until music popped off for about 2 years, but now I done seen about 12, 15 states now.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Was it the single? Who is
I'm gonna let you guess it.
Oh, it's because I was gonna ask Chilli and
How you would say it if you had to guess?
Billy.
Daiboo.
Oh.
You talking about Chilli and Billy? Chilli and Billy.
Well, who is
I ain't
Chilli
heard
and
that
Daiboo?
one.
Like, who
That's
is
a
Chilli
new
and
one.
Daiboo?
So Chilli and Daiboo.
Daiboo.
Yeah.
Daiboo.
And I actually spelled it differently than they did in the movie, but they actually characters from the movie. Daiboo is Andre 3000. Chilli is I'm about to say Andre 3000 again. Chilli is John Travolta. You ever heard of a movie called Be Cool? It's my all-time favorite movie.
No,
got
I need to watch though.
Andre 3000, John Travolta, Cedric the Entertainer, Dwayne Johnson. Like, it's like an all-star cast, and it's hilarious.
What is it
It's
about?
hilarious. It's about a mobster who retired, like living the street life and, you know, risking prison sentences. You know, he just wanted to be on the straight and narrow. He come to Hollywood, and he pretty much stumbled onto this music culture that's going on. I mean, not music culture, movie culture out there. Well, music too, music and movie culture, you know, and he try to, you know, stick a foot in and see what's going on. But as soon as he do that, he catch on to this little chick that's involved with like everybody else that's in the movie. That's what kind of tie him in. But Andre 3000, like a rapper, Cedric the Entertainer, a rapper.
What?
And yeah, man, a rapper, man, a gangster rapper, like pistol whipping niggas. Man, he whooped a nigga with a spatula in his trunk. They brought a nigga to his house tied up.
Wow.
That nigga in the back of the trunk tied up. His daughter come out on the porch like, Daddy, she asked her something. He's like, baby, go back in the house. But they got him in the trunk hitting him with the spatula and shit. He's like, go back in the house, baby. Shit's hilarious. Ooh, goddamn, my little stand done fell over. But yeah, shit's hilarious.
I'm gonna have to go check that movie out because I never heard of that movie at all.
Yeah, it's dope. All-star cast, man.
Okay, we're gonna check it out. So fashion. I was like going through your whole little spiel, and I noticed that you are like big on fashion.
Yeah.
I like the fact that you have your own sense of style, but do you have a stylist?
I've only been styled twice for photo shoots. The first time was out of my own closet, like she just came and picked my own clothes. But the second time was with the guy I brought up earlier, Classic Threads. Those stylists out here in Dallas. But he did the shoot that you might have seen on my page where I was kind of dressed like retro-ish.
Yeah.
And yeah, he styled me for that.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you like, you know, your favorite stores and your favorite designers.
We're just
who
talking
you
about
shop
that.
with.
So I'm not a designer person. You know, I like designer. You know, for what I do like about it. You know, just depending on what it is, what it look like, what color, what the material like, how it fit on me. But mostly I like what I like. You know, if it came from Walmart, if it came from Gucci, if it came from the thrift, it don't matter. If I like it, I like it. So, and then I like to shop with personal, like direct, like people who actually made the garment themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So besides Classic Threads, shout out to Classic Threads. Have you shot with any other black designers?
Well, he's not a designer. He's just a stylist.
He's just a stylist. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah. So I be trying to study these when I'm off camera, so that when I do bring it up, I could be like, yeah, I'll be with.
Yeah.
But let me see who I got. I know. I'm actually a brand ambassador for a brand called Clutch City Clothing in Houston.
And I fuck with their clothing because I love the pink jacket that you had on. That was really dope.
It's dope.
It reminds me of Next Friday Pinky Records.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I ain't even think about that. Man. I'm gonna have to put a little juice in my hair.
Yeah, you gotta do something.
Put the jacket on, you know. Yeah. But Clutch City Clothing, heated apparel, What else I got? My own brand as well. I just re-released my brand. I actually started in 2009. It's called Ramil Clothing, but it took a long pause. You know, I just brought it back maybe a month or so ago. So I got ski masks, shorts, shirts, and I'm gonna see what else I can do to put something else together because I want to have like a full collection of different stuff.
I think you should definitely do like retro, like vintage, your shit,
Right on.
because I think you are a great representation of the unique gentleman in our community. Because you don't see that. Well, you see it with Andre 3000.
Right.
And who else? Oh, classic man. What's his name? Yeah.
Is that who you talking about? Jadu?
Classic man.
Oh no, that is
Jediah.
Yeah.
Jediah.
So yeah, I think. But with you in hip hop and what you do, I think it's dope. Like it's really dope.
Right on. I appreciate that.
And then I noticed that you also referenced Chuck Berry.
Yeah. So I'm a blues man at heart. You know, if I wasn't born in the hip hop era, I would definitely have been a soul singer.
I can see that.
You know, I do a lot of that type of music. I just don't have a lot of it released yet.
Really?
Yeah. So I've never dropped an album. I mean, I just recently released the album, but it's my label's album. It's like a collaborative effort more so. But my first album is gonna be called Goldwater, and it's gonna have plenty of that on there.
I think that's so dope.
Yeah.
Like I really do. I would love to hear that. Seriously.
I'm seeing something.
Okay.
I'm seeing something.
I would love to hear that because when
Yeah,
I was like, this man just say Chuck Berry, but I like Chuck Berry because of his approach, like the way his persona. Just like watching documentaries and the fact that he didn't do certain things, he didn't, smoke and drink. He saved his money.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I fuck with him. I think that was dope. But anyways. So I love the fact that you support black businesses. I noticed that you was like, every time you get like a shipping or something, a shipment, you open it up.
Right.
How important is it to support black-owned businesses?
So my thing is, when it comes to black-owned businesses, that's gonna be key in our efforts to rebuilding us to our real strengths. You know, if we can all become more financially capable, we can all be less stressed. You know, we can all be less pressure just to expand. It really take us supporting each other.
Yeah.
Like it do, you know. So and if we ain't gonna support each other, this shit, who gonna support us? You know. So yeah, it's really important to me, man. And I just like building those relationships and growing with people from the beginning. Just like stumbling onto that local artist that everybody else don't know nothing about, and you feel honored to be like, yeah, I was jamming him since back when he was da-da-da-da. You know, I feel that same way about any type of black business or small company or whatever that's starting or coming up or just ain't known. You know, so yeah, it's very important to me.
That's dope. That's really dope because, you see a lot of people jump into the major designers, the Gucci's and the Louis, and I like the fact that, first of all, I like the fact that you not only just about designing, but you can also rock thrift clothes and just anything like that rocks. Yeah. You got a great sense of style. Y'all need to go follow him.
Most definitely.
Because I'm big on fashion as well. I fucks with fashion. So when I seen you, I was like, oh yeah.
My thing when it comes to style, fashion, clothes, just period, not only do I not care about the source, but I don't have a particular style. I'll buy retro, I'll buy futuristic looking stuff, I might buy some b-boy looking clothes or some punk rock, whatever it is, I might put a suit on. I got all different kinds of stuff in my closet, and that helps to expand the way that I actually put my outfits together. Because if I got something that's punk rock up top, and then I got something that's something else down. You know what I'm saying? I just mix it up, and that's what makes my looks look so different. You know, because I really buy what I like. I ain't gonna say I never, but I rarely will walk into a mall with a plan like, I want some black jeans. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna go get me some red shirts today. Like, I go in the mall and just see what clothes look good that I like to put in my clothes. You know, so and when
You open-minded.
when they get home, I introduce them to everybody else. Everybody, this is our new red shirt. You know?
Do you have any inspiration that you pull from when it comes to fashion? Or you just you?
Yeah, I just really, whatever I'm drawn to, whatever, and then too, I'm pretty slim, you know, so what look good on me, you know, and then I ain't gonna lie, and half the time it's hard, but half the time it's not. Sometimes it's real easy for a slim person to get dressed, and other times it's not. But it's easy in the sense of course, if they got your size, most likely it's gonna fit. But it's hard in the sense of, do they got your size? 'Cause
right.
Everybody's skinny. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, anyway.
So I think just like doing my research and stuff like that, you remind me of both members of Outkast. You give me both
Okay.
Andre 3000 and Big Boy.
I'll take that, and I can see it too. You know, whenever people compare me, because I get compared to Andre 3000 a lot as far as melodically what I sound like, but I think in myself, like, I favor a Big Boy a little more than Andre. You know, I feel like Andre is more in the persona, and maybe the way that I speak whenever I rap, this is just my normal voice, you know, but it just so happened to come out kind of sounding Andre-ish, you know, but I think that because Big Boy had them bars that's like, what? Like, what?
That's why I said both. Like, when I was listening to your music, I'm like, this nigga is Outkast. Like, the whole group in one person.
I appreciate that. I take
with
it
with the fashion, and then like I guess I would reference Andre 3000 when it comes to your fashion, and then when it comes to your music, I would say a mixture of both.
Right.
I wouldn't necessarily just solely say Andre 3000.
Yeah.
So I thought that was
Take
dope.
that,
It's
take
like
that.
a unicorn, bro.
Yeah.
You don't get too many people nowadays. How do you feel about hip hop right now? Before I say what I
So, in all honesty, I don't even want to look in the camera and say that I hate hip hop.
Oh.
I do. Like, hip hop don't even exist really no more. Like, people done figured out this formula for songs, and they just repeating the formula over and over and over again. I really feel like it's somebody literally pressing play and pause right now what people saying, then flipping it to their own words, but saying the exact same things over and over and over and over and over again. They gotta be like, it don't make no sense to me. How many times you gonna say you got some money in your left pocket? How many times you gonna say you got some money in your right pocket? Like, you said that in the
Don't
last
forget
song.
the pussy.
Like, oh, but nah. I'm about to say no, cause he got range. He could talk about money and pussy too.
Right.
Yeah. He's good. Yeah, he's not a one-stop shop. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what it is, man. And with me, how I just described my closet and my clothes, I think I'm just like one-track minded, but at the same time, it's a diverse one track. Cause like, I look at that the same way. Like, I don't go in the studio and be like, oh yeah, it's love song day, or it's rider music. We finna, you know what I'm saying? I go in the studio and just play beats. Like, you know what I'm saying? That beat sound like this, it might put me in this mood. This beat might put me in that mood. I'm never gonna go in there and be like, well, we need this type of song or that type of song. Or I'm not gonna hear a beat and be like, all right, I'm gonna try to put this type of song on it. I really let the beat tell me what to do whenever I go. You know, every once in a while I feel inspired just by some melodic might come in mind, and I put it in my phone. I either like do a little video, voice note, or type it in my notepad. But outside of those, them little bits and pieces of music, everything really created right in the studio as I felt inspired, you know. So.
Do you listen to beats outside of hip hop, like alternative music, country.
Well, I don't listen to music at all.
You don't listen to music at all? Like on a consistent basis you don't listen to no music.
I hardly listen to my music.
So
But that's mostly what I listen to if I do.
is your music.
I want to study myself. You know, I want to be my own poison. Whenever you listen to the music, it's like it's pumping intention into your ears, like, you know what I'm saying? So at least if it's gonna pump intention in my ears, let it be something I done told myself, like, you know what I'm saying? Music is so, well, not even music, just people and intent is so detached from righteousness. Like, you know, I don't like listening to, and then I ain't gonna lie, I got music that's vulgar and a little, you know, street and stuff like that too. But I'm trying to progress past that in a sense, you know. But I still want to be who I am, cause I ain't gonna say I'm the most righteous man or I'm the most set aside from negativity. But I do try, you know, and I live in giving my best efforts and trying to be better, you know. So I know one of them things I could do to prevent myself from even feeling like doing something along that route is to watch what I intake. You know, watch the people that I'm associating with, watch the music and the literature and this media period. You know, so I try to be conscious of that.
That's good because you are what you consume.
Most definitely.
And people think that's only regarding to food, but it's also what you listen to, what you read, who you fuck with, yada yada yada.
Yeah, it's it. You could be dating somebody that'll change who you are.
Quick.
Yeah.
Do you believe in soul ties?
As far as like what, like being in love and then breaking up and you still.
No, deep, like having a spiritual connection with someone.
And that be the only person type thing? No.
You don't believe in that?
Like, I mean, I believe that you can, I guess, tie souls, but I don't believe that it's one.
Just one person.
It's one person. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you lock in with one person and y'all lock in, y'all locked in. But if y'all break up, you'll find another. I believe so.
You think it's that easy to find another?
It's not that easy, but you'll find another. It's about, I believe life is about your attitude too. You know
I
what
do
I'm saying?
too. I do.
You attract what you want.
Yeah.
Like when I made that record, Chilli Daiboo, I woke up that morning and was like, I'm making a fucking hit record today. I didn't know what it was gonna sound like. I didn't know what the song was gonna be about. I ain't I was just like, I'm tired of trying to rap. I'm tired of trying to get noticed. I'm tired of building. I'm tired of this and that. Whatever steps I had to take, I was tired of. So I was like, today, I'm going to go make the song that's gonna change my life. And I went in the studio and I made Chilli Daiboo. The whole time I was recording it, the engineer that was recording it, he was like, man, I like your passion and your intensity of, you know, what you're saying about what you want to do and stuff. That's inspiring. He was like, and I believe you can do it and you got the ability, you know, but I don't think this song gonna do it, not this song. He telling me that like 3, 4, 5 times during the process when I'm recording the house. I let it go in one ear and out the other ear. Like all that whole time he was saying, I just been, all right, bro, here we go. You know, oh man, I don't know. All right, bro, replace the line. I'm just keep going in the process. But I finished that song. And first of all, by the time I finished the song and put my last little lines in, he was like, I was tripping, bro. Like, this shit hard to motherfucker. But outside of that, when I actually uploaded the song, like within 30 minutes, I had like the craziest feedback I had ever had from anything I ever done in music. Like Jay Prince was on there.
Wow.
I can't remember, it done been so long now, but so many people who was just staples to Houston that I know couldn't have heard of me before that day, who I know.
What you uploaded to?
Instagram.
Okay.
The video wasn't even out. This was just an Instagram post on Instagram, though, a snippet. And Jay Prince came and commented on it. I didn't know Jeff Shelley at the time, but he a comedian out of Houston. He came and commented on it. There's just so many people. Carl Crawford from 1501. Just big names, moguls in music. And it was just like so crazy, man. And I kept telling myself, I was like, dang. When I seen the traffic that I was getting, I was really tearing up. Because I was like, it happened. Like, it really happened. And I felt so powerful in that moment, too. Because I was like, dang, didn't you wake up and say you was going to do that?
You said it, yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And I really did it. And that started giving me a little more push to do things that I might have doubt about, or just scared to get off into. So I started doing more and more of that, and I started seeing I get more and more of the right feedback from it. I get the right result from it. So yeah.
So you believe in affirmations?
Not in the sense of like voodoo or something.
No,
like,
no.
Because you can believe it both ways. I believe in the power of the law of attraction and the power of the tongue, but I ain't with the holistic. You know what I'm saying? How they be doing
you got boundaries.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But cause I'm big on God. I'm really big on God, and I know God's not really big on that. He don't like that type of shit. So, so.
Yeah, I respect that. Are you signed to 1501?
Nah, I ain't signed to nobody. I got my own label. I've been doing this, just pushing, man, and making this noise. But I am in conversation with 1501. I've been talking to him for like the past, it's April now, so about five months now. They was doing that push for Erica Banks, and that's around the time that we started talking. But he have an artist named Stunner Bam that he pushing right now, trying to break. So after that campaign, that's when we're gonna sit down and finalize things. If we gonna finalize things, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm open to it. I just want to make sure it's a mutual benefit for both sides. It's the best move for both of us. Because I want to definitely grow their brand and their company.
Right.
When I come to a label, I want the history behind my artistry to be like when AssHole came to XYZ label, man, like they shot up, like even though 1501, it's gonna be hard to do with them. They just had Meg Thee Stallion, but they still got Meg Thee Stallion, but I think they split management between 1501 and Rock Nation in some kind of way, some split paperwork, some kind of way, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's kind of like
phone back.
It's similar like Tupac and Death Row.
It's for
blowing up, like
right,
blowing up
right. Yeah.
Because before Tupac they had Snoop Dogg, but when he added on Tupac to Death Row, it went.
Yeah, Snoop
major.
was big.
Yeah.
So I could do it.
You definitely can do it. I think you have the swagger and the music, the talent to do so.
Yeah. I don't even think you caught real wind of me yet, though. I got like,
you don't think
I got so much music that's not out, man. People haven't seen other sides of what I can do music-wise. I could do country, R&B, rap, blues, gospel, whatever it is. Like I got a lane for it, and it ain't gonna be like if somebody with an urban culture do a rendition of somebody else's culture, it usually still have a lot of their own culture in it. If I do a country song, it's gonna sound like a country song. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I do a blues song, it's gonna sound like a blues song. Like, it ain't gonna be like, oh, a rapper did a country song and it sound kind of country. Like, no, like I can ghostwrite. I do movie scores, like whatever. Like, I'm in music.
So are you the mastermind behind your visuals as well?
Oh yeah, I write all my own treatments. Yeah. So, but I've had help with 2 of my treatments. Well, not help. We just kind of end up having to mesh minds. Stack Moses is the guy that shot Betty, the video for Betty. He also shot Beautiful Is Love and Burn For Me. the new record with me and Scarface, and Fang Gang Forever. He shot Fang Gang Forever too, but he's such a savant when it comes to music theory and video theory or whatever, you know. So I definitely don't mind being in a room with somebody equally as talented or more talented than myself, and I don't mind sharing opinion or the course of what we're gonna. I think it's better than what I had. Shit, let's go with
do
that,
it. Let's
you
rock
know?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, so, but he about one of the only people I do that with. I don't let people input on my music. Like if I'm in the studio and somebody be like, you should use that. Oh, well, even if I was about to, I'm not now, motherfucker. Damn. Like, shit. Let me do this.
So, prior to you cutting off the world, growing up, who did you listen to?
I didn't listen to music. I didn't at all. I didn't even know about hip hop. I ain't gonna say I didn't know about hip hop culture, but I wasn't introduced to it until 15, 16 or so. And when I came into it, I was really excited about it, you know. But yeah, I don't. When I first came into the music, it was a couple of artists I could tell you though. I first started listening to Tupac, Pimp C, R. Kelly, and it was somebody else CD I had.
Did you grow up in like a strict household where that was like forbidden, or that's
No.
just who you are?
I grew up, I'm the baby, and all my sisters and brothers are, you know, older, way older. So it ain't like I had somebody to be up under type shit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I just never was really introduced to certain things. So it never piqued my interest. And then when I got around people that I felt were like me, they weren't like me. So the things that they liked, of course now I didn't never want to take interest in and stuff like that. I didn't even look twice at certain things. But I started doing poetry around like 13 or so, and actually probably a little younger than that. But when I got introduced to the hip hop part of things, the poetry turned into that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Because you do like mix your words a certain way, and I was reading your captions, and sometimes I got stuck. It's like, what? What are you talking about? But that's understandable, because when it comes to poetry, sometimes you do get stuck, and it takes time to like really understand.
Yeah.
And I feel like the real poetry, sometimes it takes a life experience to be like, oh, okay, I understood what that person was talking about.
Yeah, because sometimes you can't learn something, sometimes you gotta feel it.
Yeah. So elaborate on Fang Gang. What exactly is Fang? Oh, okay.
So it all, you know, it's all like a revolving door. You know, like I say, my biggest thing about me is righteousness, and I really want to change the world with who I am as a person. So if I want to change the world with who I am, I have to be somewhat of a good person at least, you know.
Right.
So the overall mission of Fang Gang is to be a group of righteous men and still be idolized, just like the evil men are. You know, people show all this praise and stuff to all of these negative things, and you know what I'm saying, I just want to kind of get some light back on. It used to be like the knight in shining armor come save the day, and then we all like long to be like this knight. Now it's not, the knight is really not the knight. He like the neighborhood robber. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like all the nigga who hit the biggest licks.
Yeah.
I want to be like him.
Yeah.
Nigga who do the biggest scams. I want to be like him. He get the money fast.
Right.
Like he got a Lamborghini. Like he got a big house. You know what I'm saying? But even if a regular man, I mean not a regular man, but even if a righteous man come about those same things, he ain't even respected in the same light.
No.
We could pull up in matching Lambos with matching rings on, but they know both our story and be like, well, he got a company. Of course he is gonna get that. Like the negative person worked harder or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta respect that more. Like,
right.
nah, you need to respect this more. And you need to learn to be that way. And you need to teach your daughter and your son and your brother and your sister and re-talk with your mother and your father. You know, sometimes you gotta reach up.
Right.
Maybe your daddy tripping, maybe your mama tripping.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Have you always been this way, like wanting to embrace righteousness, or did it take you being a father?
I've always been that way myself. I just wasn't necessarily active in trying to make it be about the world. You know, I didn't know. I always wondered what my life goal was and my overall mission, you know, in being with certain events that has happened and transpired. I became a certain type of person, you know, and I just tried my best to lead by example and be an example.
Yeah, you definitely have to be the change that you want to see. I think that's key. Because we can sit back and we can complain about certain things, but if you're not individually working in that path of changing, you can't really complain, bro. Like, chill. So I noticed that Erykah Badu follow you.
Mm-hmm.
How did that happen?
Shit. So shout out my dog Cole Chris, man. Cole Chris is like somebody that worked real closely with her,
Mm-hmm.
and he actually became a fan on his own some kind of way. He was listening to a record I got called Brittany in the car,
I seen that.
and they was traveling somewhere, and she just heard it and was like, "Boy, who the fuck is that?" Like, you know what I'm saying? So he told her about me, and she ain't wasting no time. Like, as soon as he told her who I was, she found me on Instagram, and she had DM'd me like 5 times before I even knew that she had contacted me or followed me or anything. So I woke up that morning and seen it, and I actually had scrolled past it because I thought it was like one of those
bullshit.
You know what I'm saying? But it only took a few moments for me to be like, well, let me just go check. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. But of course, when I clicked it, the first thing popped up was that verified mark, and I was like, nah, this is Erykah Badu. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck did Erykah Badu follow me for? You know what I'm saying? Then after I finished dancing, you know, I looked about my Instagram to see, you know, any more traffic. Of course, I seen the messages, and she has just like, man, you're an amazing artist, you so dope, this, that, the other. You know, I mean, comments respective to that type of energy. And then she sent me a voice message singing my name, and I was like, oh man, like,
Did you keep that?
my phone did. Yeah, my phone did. I will say I'll play it for you. But I'm gonna put that on my album. I'm gonna use that as like my intro to my album.
That's dope. That's really dope. I was like, this dude got Erykah Badu, you know, following him, and I feel some type of way because I'm from South Dallas and I ain't got no follow.
Yeah,
So what's up, Erykah?
Yeah.
So how I see that you are collaborating with like other hip hop artists, Scarface, but I really want to touch down on you working with Chucky Trill. I noticed that you got the tattoo to, you know, represent him and his brand. And I feel like there's a lot of violence going on in hip hop. So how did you cope with his death?
I cried, like, you know what I'm saying, like, and it was weird to me because I also had one of my exes pass maybe about 6 months or so before he did, and I cried when my ex passed. You know, I felt it, you know, but before my ex, I really hadn't cried from a death or, you know, just from being affected by something, even people in my family and stuff like that. So with my ex, it kind of caught me off guard. But then here we are a few months later when it happened with Chuck. I cried like 5 times, like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like I still got some more coming type shit, like, I don't know, like why it touched me so much. why. I ain't gonna say I don't know why, cause I know some of the reason why, but it's still kind of, you know, just perplexing to me. You know, me and Chuck wasn't the best of friends. Like we ain't hang out every day and wasn't on the phone every day, but we was close in the friendship that we had, and I just had a lot of respect for Chuck, and Chuck had a lot of respect for me.
Right.
When I came to Houston, I hit Chuck, even though I'm from Houston, you know, and I know half the city. I used to hit Chuck a lot when I came in town, just because I fucked with Chuck. Like I liked how he carried himself, how he carried his brand, what he had done, what he was still doing, everything. And then too, Chuck came from the negative past, like and overstepped all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? He did 8 years in prison. He had just beat another case, like maybe like a month or so before he had passed, you know, so it's like, man, you just did all this time in prison to get out, blow up, and then have your demise, like, you know what I'm saying? And he didn't deserve that because Chuck was really a good dude, like, he looked out for people, like, he was really a good nigga, man. And like, I mean, he was a street nigga too, still, you know, I done seen him get on a couple niggas' ass, you know what I'm saying? He called me getting on a nigga ass before. And I was like, man, nah, spare that man, spare that man. But I just laugh about it with Chuck, man, you know. But yeah, man, he's a real good dude, man, and it really just caught me off guard. I actually found out from another Houston artist, Pepper Dunn. He a reggae artist out of Houston. He had called me at like 5 o'clock in the morning. And when I said hello, he ain't say nothing. Then I was like, it's so early in the morning when somebody call you and then you know say hello and you ain't saying nothing. Like my heart had dropped. So I'm like, and then me and Pepper Dunn ain't really all like that close like that. So I was like, well, for him to be calling me to tell me something, like my mind just started moving real quick, and I'm just like, damn, bro. And I was just like, bro, what, bro? Like, what happened, bro? He was like, man, you heard about Chuck. I'm just like, Chuck? Well, like, when I said Chuck, my voice like, Chuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I was already fucked up, like. And he told me what happened. I was just like, fuck, man. And like, my gal was right there, and she had never been around me in an emotional moment, you know, or something like that have happening, and I started crying, you know what I'm saying? So she was like, dang, that was weird, because I didn't think you would just break down in front of me like that, you know, They must have really affected you, like, you know what I'm saying? And nah, it did, man, it really did. It's like, me and Chuck, and we had coming up plans and shit, like, you know what I'm saying? He had just messaged me and was like, bro, you want me to come out there to Dallas to come fuck with you? But when I fuck with Chuck, I always fuck with him in Houston, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, hell yeah, that's gonna be dope. You know, come to Dallas, bitch, you come stay at my house if you need to, you know what I'm saying? But, man, you know.
It's unfortunate because I feel like there's so many like deaths that's happening in the hip hop industry, and it's to the point it's like, what are y'all doing to cope with those situations?
I'm gonna say this, and I feel like I might probably get, you know, some backlash for it or whatever, but we kill ourselves a lot. You know what I'm saying? We go into the studio and we say, pick up a gun, shoot the gun, kill your friend. And then they recorded that, they put it on the project, and then we go play that shit in the car, to club, to TV, to media platform, wherever, over and over and over and over again. And then when this nigga pick up his gun and shoot it and kill his friend, then everybody gonna be like, what? I can't believe, like, yeah, you listen to a song right now that's saying that, why you saying, what, I can't believe he did that. Like, we gotta stop taking in the poison. We gotta stop, you know, we gotta unlearn some shit. The block nigga is not cool, the hood nigga is not cool. What's cool is protecting your block, protecting your hood from people who mean your demise or your destruction, or to keep you from advancing, you know. And it is hood niggas who do that. You know what I'm saying? Some hood niggas might sell dope or whatever, but at the same time, they ain't also busting heads, and you know what I'm saying? They just happen to live in the street life. It's ways to walk, you know, and kind of and be in the wrong light, doing the right things, you know, but it's just frowned upon. But at the same time, like I said, we gotta unlearn, man. We gotta stop praising everybody who doing wrong shit and start looking back at people like how we was talking about the black businesses. Celebrate your partners that you know got companies.
Legit businesses, yeah.
Yeah, man, like repost that shit. Like
right.
You don't need to repost Kodak Black and who is this going back and forth with?
I don't subscribe to that shit. I really don't.
And I really like Kodak Black too, so I didn't want to see Kodak Black in no media type shit.
He really
you know what I'm saying?
He
too good of a rapper. Then he just got out of jail and shit. You know what I'm saying? Then I don't know if it's true or not. They said something about when there was going on back and forth argument that he had got shot at a McDonald's or something like that.
Yeah.
So like, look how they could have. You know what I'm saying? We could have lost Kodak Black. That would have been some shit that would have been hard on hip hop too. Like, I don't know if everybody realize or not. Kodak Black is talented. That nigga can rap. Like, he can rap good, but everybody don't necessarily tap into him because of his image and, you know, kind of how he got certain things going. But like him and the dude in jail right now for murder, and they say his friend.
Young boy.
Nah, man, fuck, I ain't.
Who?
Melly. Why I'm
Oh,
doing Melly?
Oh, okay. Melly.
Is it Melly or Nelly? Melly.
Melly, it's Melly.
So that dude is like a star. Like he a big time rapper. Like he fucked up his career. Like I hope he didn't do it type shit, and he can get back on. That boy good.
The one that actually like rapped about.
Yeah, and that's the song. Wake up every morning, I got
He
murder
actually
on
rapped
my
about.
mind. But so they saying that's how they got him or da. But at the same time, when you go look at facts and all that stuff like that, it seems like they really don't have shit on him. They just been holding him in jail because of all this circumstantial evidence. So they're like, we ain't just gonna let you out. This shit it look too good.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they really don't got no. You know what I'm saying? Like they really got no proof.
But nowadays they have just said that they're gonna start using hip hop lyrics in Facebook, like social media posts against rappers in court.
And because it used to be, times done changed so much. It used to be rappers, these labels would take just a local nigga, you know, from the neighborhood, but might not necessarily been stiff and all that type of stuff, and they'll put the stiff jacket on them. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But now, niggas is really stiff rapping. So if you really stiff rapping, then you gonna get out there and be stiff. Now if you bump into another nigga that's stiff or wanna play stiff or what, now you gotta add in the internet and we can see what happened between you two stiff niggas. Now both of them embarrassed, somebody gotta die or get hurt. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's this destructive system, you know what I'm saying? If we can let each other know that you ain't got to be the toughest gladiator, and then just on that point, back in the days, the gladiators was cool with each other. They fought hard to the death in the ring, like to the death in the ring, and then as soon as the bell rung for them to stop fighting, they was helping each other back to behind the things, like,
yeah.
You almost killed me today, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we just so destructive. Like,
it's different because nowadays, like, rap beef end up turning into like real street shit. And in the past, you had like Nas and Jay-Z, they went head to head, and then now they can celebrate with each other, do collaborations and business and stuff with each other. And it really like dawned on me when they did the verses between Gucci and
Jeezy.
Jeezy, like they actually, Gucci really killed Jeezy partner.
Yeah.
And for them to now be like cool, like able to coexist, not cool, but able to coexist, I'm like,
That was a big step for hip hop. That was real big for hip hop.
It was big, but like even with the shit that's going on in Dallas, you know, it's like damn, like that person would never be able to like have a versus with so and so, and that's unfortunate.
And you see, people, we so backwards with all that growth that happened in hip hop that unfolded right in front of our eyes. People was right in the comments talking about, nah, Jeezy, you a bitch. You let that nigga kill your partner. Y'all doing the verses and da-da-da.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. He don't get no pass and da-da-da. And then people telling Gucci, like, I can't believe you agreed to da-da-da. And I'm like, are y'all serious, bro? Like, these men are, first of all, they grown. They super grown. You know what I'm saying? Like,
super grown.
like,
they got kids. They got families, wives. Like,
and they see their mental process done got to the point where they see the destruction that they beef brought on. People who don't know me and don't know you are beefing with each other because we beefing with each other, and they don't know neither one of us. So let me stop doing this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So you do believe that music is powerful in a way that would get people to do dumb shit?
Yeah, you never see like the old '60s movies, not necessarily '60s movies, just like an old retro movie. They always prep up scenes with a certain theme of music. Like somebody finna go do something crazy, they play like a certain feel of music. Like, okay, yeah, this the music you go and you finna kill somebody, you snort your loud on the cocaine and you play this.
Yeah.
And then we riding, like that's really a catalyst, really. Like they really putting it in your head to, use the music to murder.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's so much tied into these people behind the scenes pulling these strings. But I think it's less about people behind the scenes pulling strings and people, it's more about them just putting a structure of how things go in place and that working consistently for a long ass time. Like the people who put them strings back there ain't probably dust by now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they did it so well.
Evil geniuses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like confirmation for me right now that you are saying everything that you're saying, because I just recently talked about this on my podcast episode, and I was talking about how, like, for instance, you were saying that we need to big up black-owned businesses, that people with legit hustles, and I compared people with legit hustles to people that get out of prison compared to the college student. Like the college student, we never really supply them and get them ready for college. We gotta work super hard as college students. Not only do we have to work in the classroom, but also we gotta get a job. Yeah. But a nigga from prison get a laptop, a new car, cash, clothes, shoes, and I'm like, why are we not doing that for the entrepreneurs and the college students?
I think it's in our minds. We believe we wait till love is the last resort. You know, it's like I love this person a lot, but them doing their wrongs or their rights don't affect my everyday life. Oh well, type shit. But then and then with that mindset, you got your college person, and then you got the person who troubled and go to jail. You know, with the college person, I don't know why people can look over there, because that is the person that needs the most help, the most. Because when I was and I went to community college, you know what I'm saying. But when I was in college, I needed it. Like, you know what I'm saying. Like, it was hard to try to be on a work schedule and go to school, and I had a kid, just one at the time, you know, just so. But I think with when it come down to like the person who going to jail, people just don't be wanting to lose them. And it's like, man, they done went to jail and they've been in prison, they've been gone for all this time. Let me try to do something to keep them being constructive from going back to jail. But why wouldn't you have that mentality before they went?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When they was trying to go to college. You know what I'm saying?
And had a legit hustle, and now they refrain to that street life because it's fast money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I needed that laptop in college, not after prison.
Right. True.
Yeah.
So how was it working with Scarface, the legendary Scarface?
Dope. And I actually worked with a couple of noted artists in the game. But working with Scarface was definitely, I'm gonna say, an experience, man. Scarface is opinionated. He an asshole too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody said that when we was there too. They was like, oh shit, we got two assholes.
We
in
got
the room.
two assholes.
Man, that man gonna tell you how he feel, man. Like he done got on like two people ass through the process of us, not me or not none of my immediate team, but he in the process of us, I done seen him get on like two people ass, and he don't do it lightly. Like he'll check something. Like so, I was like, damn. But he get in there and get his business taken care of. He professional. He a good dude. He mean the best. He's just particular. He's just real particular. But I work with Devin the Dude too. Me and him.
Okay, yep, I seen that.
Yeah, we did a record. It's called Burn, and the one from me and Scarface is called Burn for Me. I tried to do like some free marketing pretty much. So being that the Burn for Me record with Scarface is out and circulating and stuff like that, I called the record with me and Devin the Dude Burn. So just in case that's the word that you remember, burn, you know what I'm saying? When people go search stuff, they usually put like AssHole and Gold and what they remember of the song. So if you put in AssHole and Gold Burn, of course both of them gonna pop up, and if it was just two of my songs, you might not click both.
Right.
But if you see AssHole and Gold featuring Scarface, AssHole and Gold featuring Devin the Dude, you're gonna click both of them hoes, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So yeah, I try to slide that in there like that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's very smart of you.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for up and coming artists?
My advice is, and it's so contradictory that I even say this, don't take advice from people. Do not take advice from people, bro. Like real shit. And that's not even just artists. I just say that to people, period. The advice that worked for Billy might not work for Bob. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter how much you respect the person or how intellectual or perceptive they are, whatever it is you think that you like about them to make you want to listen to their advice. Listen, but listen to hear it, like not necessarily listen to learn it. Because telling somebody, like say it's two artists with that's in two different places in their career. Like one is a local artist and one really got a buzz already. You might tell a local artist not to sign to a major label and that'll be a mistake. But you might tell the other artist with the buzz not to sign to a major label and that might make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like he probably could end up popping off, or he probably was on the road to doing what he needed to do, and now he just took on debt with a label and they benefiting off his opportunity.
Right.
But with the other artists, like, you know what I'm saying, you tell them, nah, you don't want to sign no contracts, man, they gonna da-da-da-da-da. Ain't nobody ever gonna hear about Bob. Like, you know what I'm saying, ever without that label. So, you know what I'm saying, Bob need that label, you know what I'm saying? So it's just dependent on your situation, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta know what apply to you, I think.
Do you think that people need to start tapping in within, looking within self to?
I think, and I commend my coordinator for this, because she really made me start doing a lot more reflecting on my smaller victories.
Yes.
So we really need to start appreciating the things we did today, and not just the things we did this week, this month, this year. We just really need to start being like, yeah, I paid the light bill. Like,
yeah.
Yep. Now I just got to get this rent out the way.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? We really just know, even if it ain't financial or whatever it is, if you've been saying you was gonna do something in your house for a while and you finally did it, that's a process to start completing things quicker than you usually would. That's worth congratulations. Yeah.
That's dope. I'm happy that you said that. I think people need to really hear that.
Yes,
Celebrate
yes,
the
Lord.
smaller victories. So do you have any projects coming up? Any singles you about to drop?
The H team, man. If if I ain't piqued your interest enough yet through this interview and you ain't paused it and went to go play my music, don't do it yet. Listen to the rest. But what I'm saying is the Ace Team is out right now and streaming. You know, it consists of myself and 10 other artists from Houston. I'm gonna name as many as I can. Got Jay the Great, Jeff Shelley, Trilly Polk, Chucky Trill, T Flu, Deuce Lee, Max Slim, Derry Ass for Dre. I don't know who all I said.
That sound like 10 people.
But I don't know if I said them all, but if I didn't, blame it on my head, not my heart. But it's a dope project, man. It's 14 songs on the project. 6 songs are myself, just solo. 9 songs are collaborative efforts between either me and one of the artists or me and several. We got a video out to one of the records already called The Bottom. That's the record that we actually pushing right now. It's actually circulating really well out in Dallas right now. I'm consistently getting tagged with it playing in the club, so I'm excited about seeing if it actually catch some real wind and we get some real fire up under it. But yeah, the project's called the Ace Team. That's what we're pushing right now. It came out April 4th. So we on that campaign for at least like the next 3-4 months. You know.
That's dope. I'm gonna check it out.
It's almost there.
So
It's also a biography to the whole process of us recording the project, like me meeting with the engineers, me meeting with different producers, the artists actually in the booth recording their verses, separate little interviews of them kind of telling their backstory or they claim to fame and stuff like that. So it's like a whole dope package that we done put together.
I think that's dope. I also noticed that about your YouTube channel as well. Like you're not just solely focusing on the music, but also giving your fans an outlook of your everyday life. Yeah, that's dope. You should keep that up.
It's harder to get people to engage with that because that's really content for fans. Like if you don't have a big enough name to show you going to go pick up some chicken, like then it's just gonna sit. Like it's sitting for me right now. Like and I got videos that's doing really well, but it's hard for me to get them kind of videos past like 200 views.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people just aren't as interested until they become a fan and know a little more about the artist.
But it's good to have that there.
That's why I'm doing it.
When they tap in, they're gonna be like, "Oh, he got a cat."
Yeah. My cats is like one of my biggest parts of me for whatever reason.
I
when it
cannot
comes to
stand
other
cats.
people.
When I seen your cat, I was like, Lord.
I should have brought it back.
Uh-huh.
I got two.
You got two cats.
Easy and Ray.
Yeah. I was like, oh my gosh, you got cats. Why you like cats? I'm just curious.
So I travel a lot. I'm blessed to be busy, you know. So I tried snakes first because I needed an animal that I can leave in my house for extended periods of time and they can fend for themselves. You know, I tried snakes. I had 5 snakes since I had my new apartment. All 5 died. You know. I couldn't get them out the baby phase, man. They kept dying. Like I guess that's like one of the hardest parts for the snake to, you know, kind of mature past being an infant snake or whatever. And the motherfuckers kept on dying. Shit. The longest I had one for like a whole month or so, and that's the longest I had one. But after the snakes, after that 5th snake, like, man,
nah.
yeah, cause that was over. It had to be over at least like $1,500 worth of trying to have a snake. And I was like, man, fuck this goddamn snake. And I can't sell the snake shit. I got a whole tank and lights and all this type of shit for a snake just sitting in the club.
You know how many people that got snakes?
Man, they don't
2
want.
people,
they don't
bro.
Want.
Ain't nobody fucking with snakes.
Say, just gotta tell them.
Ain't nobody fucking with
I thought
snakes.
people like, but no, though, cause
I only know one person that have a snake.
what, man, give me his information. Do you want a snake tank?
I can. It's a she. I can reach out to her and see
Do
if
she
she
want a
wants
snake tank, man?
Did you have to buy mice?
Yeah, but mice real inexpensive. And having snakes is very inexpensive. Like you gotta buy all that shit initially, But like after that, like you can take care of a snake for like $5 a month. Like, you know what I'm saying? It don't take much at all.
How much is mice?
Like $5 a month. That's all you need.
The fuck?
That's all you need, man. Cause look, a snake can go up to 2 months without eating.
Oh,
You know what I'm
well,
saying?
why was they dying?
It
wasn't
they
meant
have
to
to
be.
adjust to they habitat or whatever, and it got to be fitting for them, and I just couldn't get it all the way right, I guess. I think at first it was too cold, then I got them an extra heat lamp, and then they still died. Oh, I gave them water out the sink instead of like filtered water, and it started rotting while it was still alive.
Oh.
So his stomach started turning blue and green and stuff.
no.
I was like, dang, what's the fuck? I thought he was just like backed up or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, ugh, that nigga got shit or something. I don't know. Cause you know when they got a shit, sometimes you can't see a little color to the bottom of their stomach or whatever, but it's usually like black. So shit, a nigga just started moving real weird one day, and then he fell on his back. I was like, ah,
they
shit.
really turn over.
Yeah, babe.
Well,
I tried. My cats ain't dying though.
oh yeah, cats are real independent.
Yeah. And disrespectful.
Clean.
Disrespectful too.
Yeah, I would say stubborn.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just can't fuck with cats. They just too much.
I
They'll
really-
snap on your ass real quick. And even if you are the person that's feeding them, they will snap on you.
So, the thing with cats is though, they really be playing, but people don't know how to take playing from a cat, cause it got like claws and shit. So it's like, don't, cause I be studying it in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Now that I got cats, I'm infatuated with fucking YouTube cat videos and Instagram and shit. So I be watching them all the time. People little cat stories and telling their little situation. I'm watching people interact with these cats, and a lot of these cats are real aggressive. But like when the owner like let their cat be aggressive and they like just keep playing with them or whatever, the cat just be playing. Like, you know what I'm saying? He might swat and but if you leave your hand out there, he ain't just really gonna go off on it. Just like a dog, you know what I'm saying? The dog might be barking and all that, but when you actually let him get it, he ain't gonna really fuck you up. Like, you know what I'm saying? But just with a cat, they don't got enough je ne sais quoi. Like, they just like, they'll scratch you. They'll be playing, but they'll really scratch. Like, all these little marks and shit I got on my head, that's all from my cats. Like, all that shit. Like, I just be playing with them.
Why you choose a cat over a dog?
For the traveling. Like, I could leave my cats. I cat-proof my house. I shut my restroom doors, take all the shit that could be knocked over and put it up and put their food and water out, and I can burn out. With a dog, shit.
You gonna have shit everywhere.
You gonna shit, piss. He gonna be done
it's gonna be
chewed something.
disgusting.
All his food gonna be gone. Water gonna be knocked over as soon as you leave. So he gonna be thirsty that night. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then I don't really want, dogs grow too fast. I want a puppy, of course, but he only gonna stay a puppy for 2 months. I don't have a big ass dog in my apartment, you know.
So you love animals? Cause you sound like Mr. Doolittle right now.
I do.
Dr. Doolittle. That's good.
I done had 10 sugars. I had 10 dogs, but they was all named Sugar, because I couldn't live the first Sugar down. So,
Okay.
yeah. Sugar died when she was this big, man. That shit hurt my heart, man. Yeah, man. Somebody gave her a bone, and she was too small to digest it. It cut her inside of her stomach. Yeah, she died. Yeah. Then
It's funny that you said that because my first dog was named Sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
but I left Sugar alone. I don't like pets. I feel like my kid is enough.
Nah, really. My kids terrorize my cats. They terrorize.
They not scared of them?
They're not.
I was scared of cats. I think I low-key still had a fear of cats. Low-key. That's the reason why I don't fuck with them. They're just weird. But tell the people how they can follow you and how they can keep up with your music and your fashion and your dopeness.
So I think the best way to find something on me is to Google my name, AssHole in Gold. because I have different names on different platforms. So just to cut the confusion, if you Google it, you'll find it that way. But my main platform I do most of my maneuvering off of is Instagram. I'm AING_of_Fang Gang, FANGGANG. AssHole in gold.
And y'all make sure y'all check him out because he's super dope. Like the visuals, the fashion, the music is just different. I'm very impressed.
Oh, also you could just look up Fang Gang Records, and my page will come out of that. That might be easier to remember.
Cool.
Yeah.
So y'all make sure y'all check out AssHole and Gold. Continue to subscribe to Bree Productions. Make sure you comment below, and also like and click that bell as well. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, stay dangerous.